Without any time to recuperate, the protectors of the past were assailed once again, this time by a quick-moving man with bear claws and powerful magics. Though the friends had never met this attacker, his voice was that of the dangerous mage 41. Using the party's iconic abilities against them, 41 was a force to be reckoned with. However, 41's strength could only last so long, and eventually the mage fell to Rev's blade. During the fight, the party experienced more visions. Lord Shaladel commanding the arson of the Inetadar forest to ensure the elves therein couldn't side with Coltung. Coltung using a bone devil's femur to defend against Ruark's strikes, and also to attack a defenseless young Trilla, while her mother, Sayana, breathes fire upon the pair. The combination of these things seemed to create the magical Torch of the Burning Sky. That's the name of the thing we're playing. And most disturbing of all, Lord Shaladel watching over a young Shalosha, playing with an even younger Myetharia, as her father of Myetharia, watches on. Her father says, "She's my daughter," and Shaladel responds, "She's my blood."
For what it's worth, the even younger they're basically the same. They're very similar.
You said younger.
Anyway, I did not, by the way. Becca did. But either way.
What do you mean?
Becca revealed something?
Maybe.
You mean like in comparison to Shalosha's age?
They're very similar in age.
Yeah. What do you mean by most disturbing of all?
Right?
I don't know. That's how I ended the previous one, so I thought I would just keep that going.
Keep that train rolling.
I might end the rest of my recap.
The last one you said that about mine as well, and I'm like, was this about any reveal of my backstory that's like, oh, so disturbing?
No, the previous one is about Leska and the 600 souls.
Oh, that could be, yep.
Yeah. But I think I might close out all my recaps with most disturbing of all. Most disturbing of all, it was Winry's birthday.
He's older than me.
So, as 41 collapsed to the ground, and the last vision that you had of the torch being made, kind of vanished from everyone's minds. You're greeted with a mostly empty silence for a moment, as the whole temple seems to be taking a breath.
Not me. I'm going to sprint over to Winry and pour a potion down her throat.
I was going to say, not me. I'm down. I guess I'm still breathing.
I got one regular potion of healing. I will run over. I'll do like a slide on my knees over to Winry's side, and I will pour potion down her throat. And she gets, ready?
Ghost.
8 hit points.
Oh.
Don't spend them all in one place.
Probably will.
On my head.
I meant that I probably wouldn't hit her for less than 8, was really what I meant.
I'm still invisible, and Myetharia is just going to invisibly, like, poke Shalosha from the back.
You're going to what? Shalosha from the back?
Yeah, what?
Poke?
Hug?
Okay, no, you cut out for that
hear?
one word.
No!
It sounded like
I heard poke.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I heard poke both times.
Hug.
There we go. And it begins.
No.
The coup, the royal coup. Let's do it.
So much anxiety. No. Anyways,
That's the first thing that happens in this episode. Off with Shalosha's head.
She kind of jumps initially, having not known that you were there for sure. Kind of known that you were around, but not where. Gives a little bit of a jump first, but then kind of settles.
First. Yeah, I'll put like my hand on her shoulder first, and then.
That's right, because when an invisible ghost touches you, you want them to touch you in an appropriate place to make it less scary.
I mean, that is true. Let's be fair. I would rather that an invisible ghost touched me on the shoulder than somewhere inappropriate.
I think if a ghost goosed me, I think that would be the best way to go. Because they'd be like, oh. there'd be a little bit of humor in it.
Yeah, sure, whatever you say.
Oh.
But it takes her just a moment to realize what's going on before she kind of settles down and kind of her chin is the angle of her chin kind of drifting from her normal kind of high haughty look. It's kind of like drifting downwards as though introspective as her eyes kind of slowly move to the floor.
I'm just gonna quietly say so that hopefully only she hears. Please tell me it's not true. Tell me something. Say it's not true.
I honestly do not know. I've not heard a word about it, if it is.
Just kind of hug her a little bit tighter. She just feels my head kind of just
Sound
rest
like poke again.
back.
Sound like Booker.
Hug! I'm going to hug! H-U-G her! Bit tighter. And she can feel my head just laying on her back, just...
I knew. Something deep within me knew that he'd done these things, but seeing them laid bare like this, it's overwhelming.
Very good.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time with staying with what you're talking about. She kind of breathes, takes a deep breath, and scrubs her face with her gloves for a moment. Says, I don't know what to tell you about that. I think there's only, two now who could tell you anything about that.
I'm not sure I would believe either of them. I'm not sure that either would tell us the truth.
It's fair for one of them, at least, given what we just saw. I feel as though the last 100 years of my life have been a lie.
You're telling me. Sorry, I'll just kind of let her go and walk back a couple steps.
Back towards us or away?
Well, she's invisible.
I said, oh no.
No, she's not. It's definitely dropped by now. It's
Okay.
1 minute.
Yeah, so we'll say it drops and I'll so you all kind of see me there, and then I'll let her go and walk a couple steps back.
Do they look alike?
All elves look alike.
I was gonna say, how racist do you want me to be? In terms of
Your
simple
sharp
things
features, what do you
like
want?
hair color, things like this, not particularly. Like, Myetharia's clearly got very dark hair. Velosha has very, very blonde hair.
Shining hair.
Shining hair. It's like platinum blonde.
Like me.
Beyond that, you've got, 150 years, something like this, of weathering and life to have changed any resemblance in facial features, especially a significantly, I don't want to call it hard, but physical one that Myetharia has lived, being in the army and in the rogue guild and this sort of thing. Hard to say for sure.
I imagine she had
I'm
softer
sorry for-
features than Myetharia.
I'm sorry for getting in the middle of your personal matters, but you just grew up thinking that you were friends?
Yes, we were childhood friends.
But you've known each other since you were born.
Give or take. We've played together since we were little. She was one of the
I-
court. She was not my only friend.
My mother was a noble of the court, so I grew up there. Look. I'm not going to believe this until I hear it from him myself. I told on the outset of this that the visions we saw might not be true, and I will not believe that that man is my father until I hear it from him myself. Don't care what the lot of you think.
On the
All right,
plus
Princess.
side, it would mean that Shalosha is your sister. That's kind of cool.
She's always been my sister. It doesn't...
Oh.
I don't need that man's blood running through me to say that.
I mean,
What was Ryan going to say?
Oh no, I just gonna quit then. That's all.
Yeah, he called her
gosh,
princess.
dang it. Did you call her princess? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was good timing, but it's all
Yeah, it was. It really was.
It's being ruined by talking about it more.
I mean,
Gonna correct it in post.
I know it's hard to believe, but I think all the visions that we saw, we not only saw our own, but all the other people we were fighting as well. And I know mine was true. And Winry, Jack, yours were true.
Nope. Gil doesn't bother me one bit and never has.
Okay, so Jack's was true. I mean, it's reasonable. It's kind of reasonable that Rev doesn't necessarily remember a memory from Rayland.
Rev, sorry.
I know.
That
No,
was knee jerk. I
Raylan
know, it
said.
was knee jerk. It was knee jerk.
Y'all, stop
You're right.
interrupting me. I'm trying to stay focused.
I think it's just me. I apologize.
So, yes, they said that the visions might be skewed, but our evidence now kind of leads towards them being accurate. I mean, we can't necessarily confirm with the ones who were trying to kill us. Katrina, was yours accurate? I forgot what we saw of hers.
That she worked for Leska.
Yeah.
So Katrina was kind of standing in the hallway, just trying to look, blending in with the wall, so to speak.
Inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Wallflowery.
As she gets called out, she kind of takes a deep breath, says, "Yeah, it was true."
So
How long ago was that
are
vision?
How long ago?
Yeah, I'm saying that to both Shalosha and Katrina, since they were both in it.
Let's see, that would be a year and a half ago now, give or take.
So, Katrina, were you in Sequin initially to spy on the Lyceum, and were you sent there to get the book that we brought?
Not the book specifically, no. But I will admit that yes, I was sent there by Leska's command. Listen,
And are you?
I can be pragmatic about this. I chose a side initially. My biggest goal in this is not necessarily to do what's right, to do what's wonderful, all that. I want to live. Regesia brought me the best way to live. In my mind, they were the only ones who were going to win this. And, well, things have changed since then. But that is why I was there.
What's changed?
Honestly, you have changed this war.
You're digging for that one.
I was like, say it, say it, say it.
Not you specifically.
Say
You
my
as a
name. No,
you as a group.
everybody. The proverbial you. I know.
Though to be fair, if I hadn't run into you guys here today, I don't know that I would have done anything different.
In what manner?
Yeah, in terms of
changed.
betraying people you came with?
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone against them. It was really seeing them and you face to face that made me realize that perhaps there is a right side. And I can get both what I want and what I need to survive at the same time.
Do I believe her?
You can make an insight check.
She just admitted she was a spy. She could be great at lying. Hey, that's not bad.
-1.
Yeah, I don't think I have great insight. Oh, 20. I have plus 10 insight.
Oh, jeez, incredible.
Oh my
Also,
god.
I have
I don't think I
advantage.
have good insight, he says.
No, I have
with a plus
advantage.
What do you
Because of the Ring of Whispering Winds.
10. Oh my
That's way
god.
better. 27.
She is being as open and pragmatic right now as she can. Those are both are distinct terms for what she's being currently, if that makes sense. Where her as a person is very pragmatic, but she is trying to give insight into her thinking.
Did Simeon know that you were working for Leska, or did he ever find out? Is that why you left?
No. No, I left because I got called here.
By Leska.
Got called for a mission, yes.
Excuse me.
Honestly, I'll understand whatever you have to tell him, but... well, I wish you to at least know the truth. Whether or not anyone or him can even trust me anymore, that's fine. But either way, I've done what I've done in the past, but it doesn't affect me in the future.
I just want to bring up that another member of our party was in a similar situation a little ways back of being on the other side and almost doing something bad, taking a book from us, and didn't do it and ended up being a stand-up fellow.
Not for lack of trying.
I feel like you've got 3 very confused people and 2 people who understand what's happening.
Yeah, I'm one of the confused ones at least.
I
What?
think I vaguely
I
remember.
say that out loud. What?
Well, you know that Rev was working with Eamon Ming. He ended up
Yes.
similar situation.
I mean,
We're going to
maybe I would have
talk
taken
us.
the book. Maybe I would have. I don't know. But
Oh.
Eamon Ming ended up being an
You
asshole,
didn't-
so
You
it all
didn't
kind
do
of
it.
worked out in the end
True.
for you guys, at least.
You're kind of happy with us, right? Little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Insight check.
Good advantage.
26.
Oh,
Do his cheeks turn red a little bit? Does he like kick the dirt? What am I seeing here?
yeah, no,
Whispers.
he made a little. He's mostly just kind of like avoiding eye contact.
That's it. That's all we needed.
The small validation that will live on for the next couple months.
How did he feel about you? He loved us to his dying days. How do you know? He wouldn't make eye contact sometimes. Makes complete sense. Like, you had to know him. Well, I'm glad you guys helped us out. Who are you here representing, Shalosha? Your father or Leska?
My father. This was a surprising joint venture in a way, where both of us have bigger priorities sometimes. Both of us, meaning both of our countries. I know we are in open conflict for the majority, but it was a momentary break where we needed to hunt down some leads.
That doesn't make any sense.
The torch is bigger than anything, and our best bet, and to keep it out of, at least from their perspective, the wrong hands, was to go together in a small party.
But the wrong hands would be your hands.
The wrong hands are your hands.
So we're a bigger threat to Regesia than the country I'm from?
Kilanius.
No, that's the town, and that's not how you say
Shahalesti.
it. Shahalesti.
I think that there comes a time where you need to work together with the enemies of your enemies.
Well, that's flattering. You guys think us such a big deal to team up and go after us.
Honestly, I didn't even know you'd be here. I just got sent. It's as big a surprise for me to see you as I'm sure it was for you to see me.
I still am not connecting the dots. So, Lord Shaladel is worried about us getting the torch before he does? Because... why?
Because the torch represents power and the leadership of these lands. Who do you think should be the one in charge of it?
So what? You just find the torch and then you guys draw straws who's going to take it home?
I suspect there is going to be some sort of power struggle if we actually did locate it, but from what I heard from Etienne and from Narem, is that we are here to deal with a problem. I only put it together that was you once we ran into you.
Oh.
So Lord
Leska.
Shaladel sees us as a problem. I don't know if that's
So
encouraging or discouraging. It's kind of cool, actually.
it seems like then more. I'm reading into it, but more that Leska views this as a problem because it seems like your father didn't necessarily feel it important enough to tell you, or who else was with you. Did they know that you were coming to?
I assumed
us?
that Narem and Raihalas both knew, but I could not swear to it. They did not seem surprised, at least.
Well, regardless, they were worried about someone getting the torch before them, so worried that two warring factions joined forces to try to beat someone to the torch.
And here we're just...
We're the only other major faction in this, and we were sent to get the torch. Sorry, I was finishing my thought.
And I didn't even know we were here to get the torch at all. I thought we were doing something for Jack. Some sort of metamorphosis or whatever.
How's
That's
that
true.
going, Jack?
I don't know. I don't think it's happened yet.
Yeah, so we didn't even know the torch was here or could be here, and what about this place has the torch? I mean, is the torch somewhere around here, or are we just like gonna press a button?
I think they were saying
they
that...
told us that this place could have like divining powers.
Well, then let's I don't know, what do you want to do first? Divine the torch or make Jack ascend.
That was a great word for it. Well, I don't know. I kind of am not sure what we're supposed to do. Nothing's really happening.
What's in the room?
Honestly, I was letting you guys talk it out for a minute before anything happened.
This seems like a great opportunity to tell us what's in the room.
I wanted you guys to have a moment to discuss things because that's what you guys launched right into. So, in this room that you are in at the end,
done now.
We don't have to be done. I didn't mean to cut it off.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's fine. We'll probably do more after this.
Yeah, exactly.
The room that you are in effectively has very little of interest in here, honestly. The room is mostly blank. You see and have had described to you everything that is in it currently. But from the room previously that you were in, you hear a voice speaking. And this voice is the voice that you heard at the very beginning of these trials, that of Hathon. And from the room behind you, here, it is done. You have done it. You have cleansed the temple.
Yep.
At least Katrina will make her way back into the room and kind of lean up against the wall absently.
Yeah, I thought I'd let Jack go first. I was about to drag my token down there, but
I think we all follow.
All in a line.
Reb, choose the
believe I-
opposite wall of Katrina to lean against.
yeah.
Exactly. As far away as you can. I don't think I have a Hathon token for you to see. But
Shame.
right.
Shame.
He's just kind of standing in kind of the middle of the room. Although he is still like a apparition, so to speak. A vision in a way. He says, I cannot tell you what a benefit, what a boon you have done this world by getting rid of the plague that 41 was. I do not wish to bore you with too much of his background, but it should be known that he was a soul that was banished from here previously. His soul ripped apart by the former masters. But he returned, managed to wrest control, and crafted himself a new soul reveling in darkness. As all of the wars and the events that you've seen transpire on these walls, 41 enjoyed the suffering and the struggle of the nearby lands. And once the war was over, he did not want it to end, and he turned this temple's powers onto the forest nearby, trapping the ghosts of the dead within to enjoy their torment forever. If you are to fully release the world from his, I almost said scourge, but I don't want to reuse that word, his pain, these would need to be defeated in order to be released as well. Perhaps that's for another day. In the meantime, he kind of gestures down to the floor.
Yeah, wait, back up though.
The ghosts?
There's more. There's more of 41 that existed, like other parts
Not
of
of
his
41,
soul?
no. The spirits of the Taranesti, who were slain in the forest, have been kept forever since as ghosts, as spirits, so that 41 could enjoy their torment.
You
Sounds
want
like
to
we
face
have
that history too, Myetharia?
Sounds like we have an angle to find the hidden city of the Taranesti. Now that we've freed their dead from the torment, and we might be able to use that. I'm just saying we might be able to use that in the future. But
It is knowledge for you, for where you go. He kind of steps to the side and gestures to the ground, and he says, "For what you have done here, inadvertently," and on the ground there is a golf ball sized gem that looks like it is glowing, similar to the ones that, Bryn, you have had previously. Gestures to it and says, "You have forged a soul, where you did not know what you were here for. I did not foresee this as an outcome either." And it takes you but a moment to realize that this gem has
Forged
appeared
one
where the
soul.
last vision that you saw ended, where the body of Trilla was laying up until the femur came down. Hathan says, "One returned recently and destroyed a gem here months prior. What you have done is reforged it. You've undone his work."
Would you care to describe who this guy was that destroyed the gem?
Dark of physique and of spirit.
A drow.
No.
No?
Oh, okay. Yep,
Not
there's
necessarily.
that too. Not necessarily, but
Not a certain elf. Was he holding like a scimitar of some kind?
Scimitar?
A
No,
legendary
he said
one?
it.
he said what he said.
It's the sword that helps clean your pool out.
He was an elven man who wielded a black sword, yes.
Thank you.
Well, I can cross out a dark man. I can just put Ruark.
Still killing me.
He came and broke a gem.
Broke it. I think a Trilla gem. Or
Yeah.
a
We now have a part of Trilla's soul. And why Ruark was trying to extinguish.
so much, Justin.
Yeah, why Ruark was trying to extinguish Trilla's fragment of Trilla's soul is beyond me.
There's but one last thing here. And he steps forward towards Jack. And as he does so, the room around you begins to fill with similar looking monks, as a circle seems to form around the party of these men, each one looking similar but different enough that you can tell they're individual people.
Like
Hathan
elves,
steps
right?
forward.
Really
Yes,
similar.
like all elves, exactly.
Yikes.
Hathan steps forward and says, "Your trial has been completed. I'm happy to tell you. Your soul has been reforged by those that you consider closest. Come, be transformed." And he kind of reaches out towards you with one hand, and I know this is going to sound potentially a little awkward, but he kind of like brushes your cheek with the one hand, like cupping it almost in his hand for a moment. And then as he does so, there is a shudder that seems to have passed through Jack, as though shivering from something happening deep down. There's no light that happens, no physicality to the magic that just occurred, but it feels like something just transpired, like Jack shivered from some event that just happened within him. And as Hathan pulls away, and Jack kind of takes in a breath, a shuddering breath again once more, he says, "Go. It is time for you to leave this place." And your vision all goes black. And you find yourselves opening your eyes once more in the entryway of the temple, where you had... I have to drag you guys in pieces a little bit because it's a long ways away. I just stretched Bryn out.
Wait, we want to look something up.
Where you had long ago kind of begun this journey with your friends here.
I want to say
And
that
the
as
rest
soon
of
as
the
we
temple-
arrive here, I like take a knee and I've got like cold sweat.
And the rest of the temple is quiet once more. Hathon seemingly gone at this point.
I'll kind of wipe my face off with a hand and then stand up. I imagine like a little shaky, because some shit went down. Oh man, I thought there'd be like a light show, or like I don't know, maybe there'd be like music or something, but maybe I was assuming too much.
Well, do you feel different?
Yeah. I think so. You want to try something, Rev?
No.
Okay.
Right on your girlfriend if you're gonna do something.
Boy, you made it so weird. Why am I trying? Anyway,
I assumed you were gonna use a spell or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody throw something at me. Doesn't have to be an attack. Just throw something at me.
Oh, okay.
After that.
Yeah, I'll throw. What do I have in my pouch here? My flint box.
Okay. Well, roll an attack roll to try to hit me with it.
Sorry, I have to pull up my sheet. I haven't.
I know, I'm doing that now too.
Or I guess I could just roll a d20. I mean,
Wait,
I'm not,
I guess it doesn't really matter. This is just for fun anyway. So
Just for flavor.
throw
Don't
it.
worry
so
so much about
so
it.
you threw it at me.
18. Rolled an 18, and so it's heading for your head. It's heading for your
Okay.
face.
It's headed for my face, and as it gets close, I do a quick arcane somatic component with my hand, and suddenly I'm like 2 inches to the right, and the matchbox just flies past my head, just enough that it missed, but I moved like imperceptibly fast. I go, "Whoa, that was new." I guess I can give you a little more detail. The magic in the book, and I go to pull it out, and unless Justin is not okay with this, I was gonna say that instead of it being like an old, crusty, like ancient, falling apart book, when I pull it out, maybe it's like a slightly cleaner, less falling apart version, because now it's a little more important. I'll pull it out, and I go, this book taught a lot about like magic that helps with controlling time. So I'm able to
Nancy.
I'm able to like use or amplify the weave to change the flow of time. That's what I just did.
What?
Cool.
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 Where is Becca?
Hey, she ran away. She's gone.
Oh my gosh.
She's the only other one who would.
I feel like I should wait to say any more.
I know.
Did she say anything, or she just up and left? Oh, there she's back.
I think she can listen. You're muted still. There you go.
I just got up to make some tea and use the bathroom. Sorry.
Oh,
I
did you
heard
hear all
everything.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bluetooth
Well,
button.
for those that might still be putting it together, I'm no longer a bard. I am now a wizard, and I'm a chronergy wizard.
Wait, like fully not a bard?
Fully not a bard. Fully wizard time.
Kind of almost right, Justin. I said I was going to respec to a paladin,
You did say paladin, yeah.
That would have been
But you're-
different.
but you respect.
You can't-
Interesting.
Perform anymore?
Was that Cassie saying it or Winry saying it?
Winry.
Why don't you take out his banjo and check it out?
Well,
Well, get a room.
that's kind of part of what made me go this direction is oh my gosh. I just put that together.
I'm not often quick, but
That was
that's
yucky. That was yucky. Well, that's kind of part of the reason that this opportunity seemed so relevant. I don't think I was much of a performer before.
I was so interested in what was going on. I didn't realize I got to the bottom of my drink. that
really
must have
good.
come in so loud for you to hear it. Oh boy.
It cut the silence like it's perfect.
it was like
Oh,
in
you're
in
so-
Hercules when the little demon guys are drinking out of Hercules like cup. Sorry, deep cut. Sorry, guys.
No, it's
It's
really
kind
that's
of- It kind of replaced the sound of cricket. You usually hear
Yeah,
crickets,
it's like crickets. Yeah.
but instead it was.
over here with my straw just.
I wasn't really much of a performer before. Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
Were you? Yeah, exactly. Were you fishing for compliments or?
No. For those that were around me, anytime I performed, you saw that I didn't do well. And I don't know. I thought that maybe I was pretty good because back in Gate Pass, this is how I paid my bills. But maybe it's just that there weren't a whole lot of other musicians there, and I was the best they could get. Regardless,
I always thought you did a fine job in those performances.
well, thanks.
For what it's worth. I've heard
I
plenty
appreciate
of
that.
performers in the court, so
Well, I felt like it was time. Are you really watching Hercules right now?
I'm finding what my reference because it was so deep. I'm
Just out of curiosity, who watched Hercules? Did anyone see it?
Which
Yeah.
this is the
like the old
cartoon?
Disney
The
movie.
old
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
First.
It sounded like it was something new the way you phrased it. Is it who's
Yeah.
Hold on.
I thought there was like a live
Live
action
action?
version suddenly. I was like,
No.
man, I missed
Better not
that.
be.
Well, there was the one with the Rock, but no one saw it.
There was also the one with Kevin Sorbo.
That was a TV show in the
TV
90s,
show.
but yep.
Well, I mean,
Yep.
it's the same. Xena went for Warrior Princess. A good show. There should be a live action one. They should make one. Although I bet.
There is. The Rock is in it. Anyway.
Like a Disney.
No.
Oh,
Wait,
like
wait,
what they did with like
wait.
Mulan and everything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, well, for what it's worth, this was a big decision for me, and thanks everyone for helping and for
What?
supporting me in this.
What does Parallax think?
All right, I'll pull out Parallax.
You can no longer hold it with your weak wizard muscles.
Actually,
He had weak hard muscles to begin with, so
I'm just gonna throw some more in strength. I'm tired of being weak.
I'm a strength wizard, swole wizard,
Fist wizard, yeah.
fist wizard. That's what Winry is. Why
That
do we
doesn't
never
sound
call her a
right.
fist wizard?
I don't
Because I'm
like
not a wizard anymore.
What was something said? I feel like I need to respond to
Relax.
something.
Parallax.
Parallax, yeah. I'll pull out Parallax and I'll say, well, I guess I never really talked to you about this, but I, in some way, did this for you. So, what do you think?
I don't think that either way was a problem. This form shall serve well.
He's ambivalent, guys. I think that's high. That's like, for Parallax, that's like when Rev doesn't make eye contact with you.
And we all nudge each other like, yep, we know what you're talking about.
Like, oh, it's like that, yes.
Jack's relationships are full of very unhealthy,
Yeah.
one-sided love, isn't it?
Except for Winry, right? Right?
We'll see.
So you got blue dice for your new wizard.
I bought dice that I've been holding on to for like a month. Now I'm a wizard. I got new dice. They're very
Gonna
shiny.
immediately roll a 1. And
Should I
get
do it?
Out the window. I
An
don't know that it
18.
counts. Well, you can take it for a good omen if you want, but it's not a real roll, so we'll see.
That's fair. Well, I think that's all we had to do here. Feels like kind of much to do about not a whole lot. Sorry, we almost died a couple times.
Well, yes, we might be done here, but you're not. And I turn to Shalosha. You were meant to come here to find where the torch is. What do you do now that you don't have that information?
Well, that was Etienne's job, honestly. I guess. I don't know. She was something of the leader, I guess. She wanted to be. I don't have the instructions or what to do.
What
I
will you say
think-
to your father, since he also sent you here to an extent?
So we can't go back in there and can I go back in there and check her body?
Doesn't seem like it. I don't know.
Are you guys figured out? Pete?
I'm gonna grab my bell necklace and just quietly start walking to the doors. Are they all shut?
No, they're all open.
Oh, okay.
There
Are
aren't
the
even
things-
doors on them.
Are the things still in them?
They are exactly like they were before, yes. If you want a description of any of them, that's fine. Well,
You took
I,
the- you
to
said
answer
you
your
grabbed-
question,
Sorry. Nope, go ahead.
about what I will do now, I guess something similar to what I have been. I don't know. I did my best to withhold information from him. I had to tell him something. But the best way, I thought, to hide something critical was to tell as much of the truth as you can before leaving out the part that really matters. So, I told him about Isengled being important, and that was really all. When he sent me towards the temple, I thought that would be safe enough for now, but Instead, it was straight at you. I think that I need to change our country from within.
Might be a good place to start.
But I think in order to do that, I need to go back. I don't have an easy way there, unfortunately, so guess I'll
Start
start
hoofing it.
walking. I know that there's a Trahalesi camp somewhere in Isengled. We'll see what I can figure out.
I'd certainly be surprised to see you.
I should hope so. Plus, there are two friends out here now. Naram and Ralis, after all, didn't.
Oh, yes.
They're still out here.
Where are they? They're just walking. Do we see
They're
them?
gone. No, we don't see them at all.
Mile away.
I hope that I don't run into them right away, honestly, as I'm sure there will be some interesting questions.
Indeed.
What else were we supposed to do in Isengled?
The whole mission thing.
What? I don't even.
It's been a minute.
Oh, we were
I've
also
been trying to
supposed
look, guys.
We were also supposed to find Ruach and see
Yeah.
if, because we suspected that he had taken the torch to begin with. So the job was to find him, since we believed he was here or somewhere
Was
out
Ruach
here.
of Shahalesti or of Isengled or of
Taranesti. It was a mix,
Taranest?
mainly from Taranesti.
He's a half-blood, technically, but yes.
Okay, so
We need to find Boros Arendra,
What?
the lost city
Lost City.
that Shaladel wanted to find.
It's underground somewhere.
Yep.
And now that we've freed a bunch of Taranesti souls, maybe one of them will help us out.
good thing you guys remember this stuff. I'll keep you alive so I don't stop going home.
Huh. Gotta show your worth.
One of us dies, they're like, no! The notes!
I'm gonna go in room number 10 and pick up the recorder.
Correct.
I'll kind of take a few steps away from everybody else, and I'll hold on to Crumbrand's harmonica, and I'll do sending to Winry and say, are you okay?
Yeah, I wanted to actually touch the things in the rooms and see if what happened.
Oh my gosh. Maybe you should have backup just in case something happens.
No. No.
Let him.
Let her cook.
Let her cook.
Let her
cook.
Let her cook. But you know what they say about curiosity.
That's a bad one.
Let her.
What do they
That
say?
feels-
What do they say?
That feels like a slur.
I am at 6 now.
Ooh,
What'd you say?
What was that?
I am at 6 now.
Wow.
6 used or 6 remaining?
Six dead.
6 used.
Used, yeah.
Oh
I
my.
did 3 here. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot here. But they didn't count because they were part of a magical trial, right?
Felt
It only
real.
counts as one.
We're all on fire tonight. Well, Katrina, what are you gonna do? Sorry, Cassie.
I'll let you finish first.
Yeah, it's fine.
Can't remember.
Sorry.
At first, maybe you should come over here and back me up. Didn't like it.
Sure, I'll walk over to wherever she is, and I'll hold Parallax.
She's in room 10.
Zabon!
As you head over there, Katrina kind of finishes her thought just to put closure on that. To everyone else says, well, I guess Shalosha could use backup. I could use to get to civilization. We'll take it from there. We are kind of two peas in a pod at this point.
Hey, Katrina, who's your dad?
Didn't really know much of my father. I really only knew my brother.
Blonde, black, and red. And they're all
They're
sisters.
like
like a
Tiamat.
traffic light.
Blonde, black, and red.
Or,
a traffic light. Yeah.
what is it?
Justin, are you
Conclusion we
colorblind?
get to.
Is this how we find out?
Yep, that's it right there.
That's what a traffic light
No.
looks like to you,
No.
How do you know? I've learned to deal with it. What?
Rob? Black.
Blonde, black, and red. Like the chicks, the spy chicks. 3 of them.
Oh, Charlie's Angels?
yes.
Oh my
Charlie's Angels.
gosh.
Gosh. Yep, that was my inspiration, guys. You
Wow.
found it.
Got us.
I know you too well, Justin.
In the meantime,
They are all so their personalities, the 3 of them would make a really great crime fighting team. I'm into this.
Can we
shall.
name this episode
Who
Charlie's Angels?
Rename. It has a name already.
Shaladell's Angels.
Shaladell's
Those
Angels.
Yeah.
Yikes, I don't like that. That just
Beautiful.
feels dirty.
That does feel dirty. Oh, you're
I
right.
don't like
Sorry. My bad.
No,
You
no.
Chinatowned it again.
It's disgusting. No more.
Fortunately,
In the
no one else
meantime-
gets that reference.
Jack walks into the room, finding Winry there holding a small wooden recorder, like a little flute in her hand.
Hey,
Is this bed clean? I'm gonna sit down on
It's very dusty, but beyond that,
Yikes.
sure.
This is getting frisky fast.
what's happening? Should I leave?
Like kitty
Um,
food.
At first, when we came here, I was honestly worried that changing your soul would change who you are. But you still seem the same. And I'll grab your hand.
Breaking up with you.
This is goodbye. We're done. I don't know to the extent that I have been changed yet. I think time will tell. But for what it's worth, I still feel the same about you.
I look down at the recorder. I'm afraid you giving up performing means that we don't have anything in common anymore.
I can still perform. I'll take the recorder and I'll play like essentially like Mary Had a Little Lamb.
But prettier?
Somewhat.
Yeah, actually, that's still pretty good. Oh my gosh, Justin, it happened.
What?
We all
Y'all-
knew that this was going to happen.
I'm so frustrated. I don't want to
He's
play
gonna
this
roll
game anymore.
like a natural 19 on a performance check for himself here.
Yeah.
No, it's just a 13, but 15 total. That's still better than I've ever rolled on a performance check in this whole fucking game. I want to flip a table. I need to take a lap.
I told him that this was going to happen as soon as
Yeah.
he did this, was that he's going to start rolling performance well out of nowhere. It comes
guys-
out like a
Like the
college,
best version of
maybe?
anything you've ever heard me play before, apparently.
sure,
Oh my
like
gosh.
a college flautist who, you know, is playing it with a little bit of razz and some little spectacle, but nothing too crazy. It is still a simple song at heart.
This just might mean that you need to take the lead when we perform. But you always did that
Oh, yes.
anyway.
You'll still perform with me?
I wouldn't miss a single performance. I still remember how to do the ballroom dances and stuff, so we can still do those for sure. You just might have to lead.
For sure.
We're having a moment here. Do you mind?
Steph's in a
You
mood
two-
tonight.
I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm sorry. I'll try and rein it in.
I'll take the recorder from you and kiss your cheek. And grab your hand.
Grab my hand and what?
Pull you out of the room.
Pull you out of the room.
All right.
Where you may see Bryn holding the stone that Hathen dropped and sort of a concerned look on her face. Sad? Concerned?
Hey, Rev, Bryn seems sad for some reason.
Fix it. Yes, stuck in room 5.
I honestly missed it. What's going on?
Bryn looks sad looking at the gem in her hand.
Oh, okay.
Rob then threw it at you. So
I mean, I don't, you know.
I'll put it in my bag. It's nothing. Yeah.
You're looking that way when we show up, back up?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Bryn, why the long face?
really went roundabout just to come right back to the beginning
Yeah.
again.
Exactly. I set it up for you, Justin. There you go.
Wow.
So we think this is
Sorry.
part of Trilla, and I can see. I feel like there is somebody in here, and I can see a child sleeping inside. It's not inside. You can't see it, but like in my head, I feel like I can see.
When you hold it?
Yeah, you try it, Winry.
Yeah, so what I sent to Steph on the side, as I said to her, because I was kind of having issues weaving it in. When you hold the gem, when you pick it up, it feels like there's a presence within. And a mental image comes to you as you're kind of looking at it, and it is that of a child sleeping.
I'll hand it to Myetharia.
Who is got her earbuds out and is talking
okay.
to Josh.
Sorry,
Oh, sorry, you were just the one next to me.
Shoo.
Hi, bye.
They say hi bye. Sorry. What did you do? I heard Winry was examining the gem. What is going on?
And then I gave it to you.
So it feels like when you hold it, there's a presence within it, and as you look at it, a mental image comes to you as that of a child sleeping.
Yes, I do see what you were describing. kind of just like offer it out for anyone to take. She
What
definitely looked a little
race
uncomfortable.
does the child look like?
It's hard to tell. It's just kind of an ambiguous thing more than anything.
Because what we know is that
It isn't like a specific person or like a specific creature. It's just like the mental image of child sleeping.
It's more a feeling than anything.
We know that because the gold dragon was Trilla, right? I'm not mixing things up.
Not the one that we fought.
No.
Her daughter was Trilla.
Correct.
Her daughter was Trilla, and she escaped, but the gold dragon was killed.
Well, she didn't escape. She was Trilla that Cold Tongue captured.
Yeah. That's
Trilla, and also smashed with the bone that became the torch.
No, wasn't it the gold dragon that was smashed?
No.
Oy boy.
So,
so technically they're both gold dragons.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
But
because one is the
of
daughter of the other. But yes,
Yeah.
it was Trilla, the daughter, that was hit with the
Okay,
femur.
and it broke her soul. This is a piece of her soul.
Oh.
At the same time, her mother, Sayana, was fighting in the same battle.
And that's when Sayana got killed.
No. Well,
Not in the
We
blow
don't
that
know,
you
I
saw,
guess.
but potentially.
well, in any case, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I doubt that this child is going to be sleeping in this stone for too much longer. Not after what we have to do. So let's go find Foros, huh?
Myetharia is still holding it out for someone to take.
I'll take it back.
Myetharia does not do well with children.
Hey, that's not canon. Yeah.
Hey, why does it make you
That's what I was
uncomfortable?
thinking it is.
I'm not sure I like the feeling of that, that's all. It's just
I don't
eerie.
like that. Put that away.
Your question was essentially, do
Unsettling.
kids make you uncomfortable? And her response was,
She asked if the stone made me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she was
Yeah.
responding to. That it made it for uncomfortable. Oh, I'm down to go to the forest. I don't know what else our next step would be.
Don't we have to find the fork of a river or something like that? I don't quite remember.
It's a place where 5 rivers converge, but I think that's
Yeah,
just the
Black
whole
River.
place here.
Whack Wibble.
The Black Wivel. I don't know that we have any actual intel as to what's where. I think all we know is that they're underground in a hidden city that couldn't be found. That right?
Then let's just start walking our way to where the rivers converge.
Can we rest?
Oh yeah,
That
sure.
might be a good idea.
That's a good idea.
I mean, let's
What
rest
time of day is
first.
it?
Of course, it's a great idea, but
It's like
Yeah, we got some cover
2
here.
in the morning, 3 in the morning, because you guys teleported
Oh,
out
that's
here at
right.
midnight.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because going when the sun was down was less painful. Dome.
Go to sleep.
And it's bleeding
Why
everywhere
are these
as
things
I
flashing at me?
wander around.
I kick you guys out of the main temple area and say that you guys cast the dome outside. But as you step out, the last step, as you break the threshold, there's one last quick vision that pervades everyone's mind. You are shown as though flying from an arrow almost towards what looks like a henge of black monoliths. And as you make it there, you know that this is a place that you need to go. And as you turn, like the image turns and shoots in towards the forest for a brief moment. Impossible to follow exactly where. But the last thing you see is that of a wood elf woman with pale skin and a fox running by her leg. And you know that she will lead you where you need to go. Your
And
vision
this vision
clears.
kind of led us there, like said, like we saw essentially like go there.
That's what it felt like, yes.
Okay.
Your vision clears. You find yourselves having completed the one step through the threshold of the temple's doors. And as you all exit the temple, the doors close behind you, thudding shut with a finality. From there,
do I
I
know?
want to say I'm gonna be fucking what's his face from Critical Role and just say that when the doors close, I just take a deep breath and just kind of like let it out, and then join back up with everybody else. It feels like something Liam would say.
moving away from the entrance just a little bit, you can set up the dome. Sorry, Myetharia, you can.
I mean to ask, do I know in which direction that forest lies from where we are now?
Yes, so the forest itself is to the west, inland. You're kind of on the border of it, effectively. The other thing that you would know, and probably Jack would know also, is that these 5 rivers don't converge ever. They all flow out from the mountains, but they all have different sources, and they flow out to the ocean, of course.
Yep. Okay.
Well, we know where we gotta go next, so now we can get some sleepies.
We don't know where the monoliths are, though. We don't know where the black monoliths are.
No, but
We
we
just
I
know
would
that.
want Myetharia to roll an intelligence check on that, actually.
Ooh.
Guidance.
I'm going to say no guidance because you would not have been
Yeah.
prepared for this, because it would have happened while she saw it when everyone else
Wow.
was seeing it.
Vigilant blessing for Rayland.
Okay.
You just said straight
Rev.
in.
By the way, it's Rev. Yeah, it's Rev. True.
Shut. You don't gotta be a
BTW.
dick about it.
You said a straight intelligence check?
Yep. I think that's the best for this.
Alright, 16.
Okay. I would say that you would swear you have seen a similar henge before within Isenglaed when you were here. This is not something that's new. You can't for sure remember where it was, but you feel like it was along one of the rivers.
Okay. I'll ask Shalosha if she saw the same vision we saw just now.
Honestly, no. I didn't see anything. You saw
I guess
something?
that makes sense. Yes, I think that it was directing us where to go from here, towards the forest. But it showed us for just a moment some black monoliths. Does that ring any bells to you? I could swear I've seen them before, but I don't remember.
Father never let me come along to
Right.
the Northern Lands. Think I know why now.
Well. Right, well, it's worth asking.
Sorry, I don't know much about this area.
No, no worries. Will you be staying with us tonight, or to start your journey?
Sure. I think I have time to wait. There's nothing that pressing.
It's gonna take me a month to get to civilization walking, so yeah, no rush.
Yeah, actually, I was curious how long it was going to take. And it will probably take her at least a half day to make it to the nearest, or half week to make it to the nearest, like, camp.
And they might have horses for her, maybe.
Well, we'll see what happens when she gets there. But
They might have horses. Maybe.
wow.
Oh
Yikes.
gosh.
Whoa.
We have
Feels
really,
sick.
really run into it tonight.
Okay.
Like a
well,
full moon or something.
Shifting from that,
Maybe.
I'll go over to Katrina. And I will say, I'm glad that you have sort of chosen our side on this, but we have to tell Simeon.
No, I understand. Given our current track record, you'll probably beat me there anyway.
Maybe we'll speak highly of you and your decision here, but we can't contain this knowledge. We can't have mistrust amongst our faction. We're seemingly so overwhelmed on all sides, we have to avoid any infighting.
No, it makes sense. I leave it in your hands, what you want to do. Like I said, just wanted you to know my opinions, my thoughts.
Appreciated.
As we kind
I guess
of settle down for the evening, I'll also go over to her and just kind of be like, so does your brother know what you've been up to? Side you've been working for?
Somewhat. Not really.
Say, I would think he'd be rather displeased with which side you initially chose.
I can understand his opinions and just know that they're not always... Well, he's not always right. Neither am I, unfortunately.
He seemed very protective of you.
He tries to be.
Have you heard anything from him late, or of anything from Gate Pass, I guess I should ask?
Not recently, not since I last told you, really. I know that Simeon has been keeping in touch with the Resistance, but that was a week ago when I left.
Right.
I don't know anything since then.
I guess I didn't.
I don't think we learned anything new the last time we were there. Still seemed as weak as it was the time before.
What I learned is that there are sort of 3 factions of the Resistance in Gate Pass.
Oh, from your
yeah.
sister?
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Let me try to be secretive.
Oh, fair.
Your brother leads one. Gratanus from Erlor Hall, and Cathor from the band of the horse band.
Horsehead armband.
So I wasn't trying to imply that those are 3 separate factions. Those were the 3 leaders.
Unified under several leaders. That's what I
There
heard.
you go. Okay. I just want to make sure that you didn't think that they were separate
Makes more
and
sense.
like warring with each other as well.
No.
Did you know that letter that you brought me months ago?
Yes.
Was disappointed with it at the time. I'd been hoping that he was writing to admit that he was wrong. He knew that I had made different decisions than him, and honestly, I thought that he was writing me to ask for help. Unfortunately,
And?
he wasn't coming to his, well, what I thought were his senses. But
Yes, he is rather stubborn. Do you feel better about the letter now, it seems?
no, I don't think he understood. I'd sent him a letter first. Or at least it was intended to be one. But I don't think he understood what it meant. I'd sent him a message on a scroll of fireball at the time. But on it was written with disappearing ink. He was supposed to follow me here. Well, not here, sorry, to Lyceum. For a chance to make something of ourselves, but I guess he never got the message because he sent it back.
Maybe that was him telling you that he had a different decision, different place to be.
Maybe. But he just wrote that there was some people came looking for me in the city. A short song and well wishes and for a safe journey and quick return. Get the feeling he missed it, but I guess that's a future thing. She'll have to ask him later.
It does seem strange for him to miss something like that.
I mean, if we're resting, I can send a message to him if you want.
No, it's fine. I think I should talk with him myself. Someday. No offense, but coming third party
Yeah.
doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope to be back there soon. Not sure where our mission will take us. Seems to take us ever further away.
Someday, I'm sure. Someday.
Yes.
Bigger irons in the fire, so to speak.
Yes. There always will be.
Unless there's anything else specific that you want to talk about.
Not before we part ways.
The night passes. You can all take a long rest.
Yeah. Click that button.
The night passes uneventfully on the outskirts of the temple,
Oh, I gotta pick spells. Damn it.
small distance away from the forest. In the morning, Shalosha and Katrina will get ready to depart. Before they do, Shalosha will have one last thing to say, which is, be careful out there. I've heard many evil things about this land. That there are spirits of those, well, you heard, those from before. The Forest of Graves, it's been known to be called. I hope that you can find what you're looking for. Preferably before I make it back. Because the less that I have to tell Father, the better.
Read.
Good luck.
Before she leaves, I'll kind of pull her aside again. And just ask, when you were in the monastery, what was the first vision two of you saw? The first one of the court of Colton's Court?
The first one was you.
I did see that.
I didn't think you wanted to talk about it.
I mean, I don't, but I wanted to know if you'd seen it or not. I mean, you knew, so at least I got to tell you about it before last night.
I knew of it. Like I said before as well, I didn't know any specifics about what happened. Just that Father told me not to see you anymore.
That has a lot more weight to it now, if the other vision we saw is true.
He thought you were a bad influence for me.
I think he always did.
Well, good. I consider that a mark of honor now.
Oh. Oh, hopefully we'll see each other again soon, just under better circumstances.
I'm sure we will.
And hopefully not in Taranesti. I don't have high hope for that.
We'll see where this takes us. But we all have our parts to play. Now go, hero.
Yeah.
Go play your part.
Don't call me that.
And
You
at
as
that,
well.
they turn.
Before Shalosha goes, I'll go, Shalosha,
Taken.
it was never going to work between us.
Glad that
I'll
you have come to
I'll
that
pat her on the
realization.
shoulder like that, and then I'll walk away.
I'm glad that you've come to that realization.
Oh, snap.
And they head off southwards as much as they can, kind of jumping across the river as much as they can initially, skirting the forest to the best of their abilities southwards instead.
Jack, did you and Shalosha have a little fling?
She would never admit it, but
She's very pretty.
not as pretty as you, though.
Very different. But beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, colors.
Furriness.
Levels of furry.
I was looking back at... don't worry about it, I'll tell you later. I was looking back at Milo.
Oh.
Well, let's head west.
West and inwards. So, I am going to change the music, and I want you guys to let me know if there are any bad concerns, because we're going to move into a little bit more of
spooky?
some spookums musics a little bit.
Not anymore,
That's
Justin.
not scary now.
Just keep calling it spookums and I'll be fine.
There's a YouTube channel. What you call it? Spoopy.
As you move westwards along the river, inwards, it looms before you, a veritable cancer upon the land. The trees are gnarled and bent, twisted as if caught writhing in an endless agony. The green of the leaves screams of sickness and not of growth. A shadow creeps from the bases of the trees, spreading around the forest like a skirt, though no light source from within seems to cast it. Several paths and game trails provide ingress, but each is a faint, crooked thing, threatening to vanish utterly amidst the heavy growth to either side. From within, you do not hear the calls of animals, nor the chirping of birds. You do not hear the rustle of leaves and branches. You do not hear the whispers of the dead who are said to haunt these woods. The forest is deathly quiet. One faint sound does catch your attention. The squeal of metal on metal. At the nearest tree, you see something move, and you realize that it is a chain swaying in the wind, dangling from a branch. The length of chain wraps repeatedly around the branches and trunk, having bound the tree so long that the bark has grown around it, the links becoming a part of it. Then you see in both directions along the entrance to the forest, more of the trees are so wrapped, hundreds and thousands of them.
If that's not a warning, I don't know what is.
Like spooky forests we gotta go into here. I mean, at least Anetadar was bright. But
And
you know, hot. But still spooky. Remember those like half-dead guys on the side of the road in Anetadar?
I choose to not remember them. I just remember that they were the ones that had my wand.
A positive outlook, to be sure. As you move further inwards, a loud crack sounds in the distance. As you reach its source, you find what was a large tree, recently dead, split down the middle. As you examine it, you find suggestions and markings that seem to show that something clawed its way out from the inside.
Oh.
Be keeping an eye out for anything like I would have been before, but now I'm really watching for anything.
Are the chains broken? There's like it busted out of the tree with chains on it.
It had chains on it, yes, and you can see that there's two sets of links kind of parted where the tree seems to have been split apart.
Yep, that's what I wanted to know.
I know that we're, telling a story here, but in what world are we in a deathly, terrifying forest? We hear a loud sound and then we beeline it towards that loud sound.
Yeah.
Are we in a horror movie?
That's the right move, right?
When
Let's
you're
split
heroes,
up.
it is.
Whoa.
I would actually like everyone to make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Here's
Bust
your
out
first
the
dice.
die.
Just roll.
At 10:40
Second.
p.m., let's roll the dice for the first time.
Guidance on myself.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
Oh
20.
19.
19.
24.
Perception.
Very nice.
I would have rolled way higher.
25.
Wow, look at you guys.
Yeah.
All of
I
you.
mean,
New dice rolled a 19.
As you're standing near this tree, looking around, you spot what looks like a wraith-like child dressed in tattered clothes in the style of the Taranesti elves. It's standing beside a moss-covered black stone about 30 feet away. This child watches you for just a brief moment, making eye contact before turning and running into the woods.
No thanks. Just because it's Halloween doesn't mean we need to do spookums, Justin.
It is 3 weeks from Halloween, it's true.
I'm still preparing my spells, so protection from good and evil.
Oh my gosh. I'm keeping the same ones I had the day before.
Is that Chloe hacking?
Yeah, she's coughing a lot.
Oh no.
Oh.
She's got a sinus infection.
And ear infection.
Well,
Did it look real or did it look like?
Wraith-like.
I'm wondering if it.
Well,
I'm gonna summon Puck, and I'll put my hand on Winry's shoulder and send him up and
still
look
get
through his
Puck?
eyes and see if. Yeah, I still have Puck. He's iconic.
That's a wizard spell.
It is.
I'll see if I can
He more deserves Puck now.
I'm not stealing it from a different class.
Quite a lot of wizard spells.
Yeah, Puck is like swole now.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
I'll send him up to see if he can spot the Blair Witch daughter.
child. We don't know if it was a daughter or a son. It
was a
just
boy.
child.
Puck heading up into the air. Muscle wizards cast fist. That's what it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Puck heads up into the air a little bit, and the canopy above is dense. It is difficult for him to really get a significant vantage point from above. And it is hard to make out much beyond what you could have seen already. You know which direction the wraith-like child went in, and there is sort of like a, I don't want to call it a path because it's in like undergrowth and this sort of thing, but you can tell which direction that they went, but that's about all.
All right, I'm gonna call Puck back and say, I feel like it's our, as a group, natural like knee-jerk reaction to follow the child, but I'm gonna recommend that we actually just keep going the direction we were going.
I can also.
You think it's a trap?
For what it's worth, Bryn, I did want to mention this to you as well, because I think you might be the only one. Oh no, and Myetharia, both of you now. You can feel this impotence between you and your healing spells specifically. It's like the area has been so sapped with evil in a way that it is difficult for you to find the light, the good, so to speak.
Oh boy.
Not
my
impossible, but harder. Yeah, we'll get into mechanics as it comes up.
Oh, I don't like that.
The forest is
do-
also cold to the point that there is a small amount of snow among the trees and on the ground here.
Spooky and cold,
I was
Justin.
gonna
It's
say
like my
snow.
two worst things.
Snow made it
It's
creepier.
like
for some
May
reason.
now. Weird.
Oh shit.
Well,
I can-
which other direction would we go?
I can try. Remember when we went to the fortress and I found us the most direct path through the firestorm?
Mhm.
I could try that again, but this seems like we know that the fortress was there. This is like a lost city of whatever.
Well, we're going to we saw where to go, and we saw where the lady with the fox is. We just need to go to her.
Should I? Would you guys want me to try that again? Do we think it'd be helpful?
Have we lost the path or anything, Justin?
Was there a
The-
path?
Yeah, you've been kind of jumping from various trail paths or trail game paths kind of thing. There is not like a road or anything major. You've been trying to find paths as they come up, so to speak, and just kind of following on your way in, since you're not going anywhere in particular currently.
It seems like maybe that would be a good use, Bryn.
Okay.
I'm all for adventuring and exploring, but this place kind of sucks.
Yeah, I'm not liking it. Like, is it cloudy too?
It's full canopy.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, guys. We always go places where I can't see the sky, and I don't like it. Not very much. All right, I'm gonna cast Find the Path.
Okay. You spend. It's a ritual, right?
Nope, 1 minute.
1 minute? Yeah, okay. 1 minute casting. You cast Find the Path. What are you trying to find?
The lady with the fox.
I would say the black.
Oh no, I guess the monoliths.
The picture of the black monolith that she showed us.
Okay. As you cast it, and you picture in your mind, you name it, I guess technically, the black monolith henge. You don't know where it is. The path is not made clear to you. And in fact, it feels like there is something expressly blocking you from being able to cast such magic. This damper on the forest prevents divination magic. In fact, you don't have to spend anything, like a spell slot or anything. So you don't have to worry about that because it doesn't allow it to function.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's scary. Well, then I guess the only option we have is to follow the little individual.
Well, why do we gotta follow her? Why can't we just follow a path?
So, like, there is no path.
You can try. I mean, there's relative paths.
Let's follow the relative paths.
Going towards or away, or not towards the creature. Either is fine.
You said creature this time.
Towards, or not towards, the wraith-like child dressed in tattered clothes in the style of the Taranesti elves.
I say not toward.
Okay.
Anybody else?
It cut out, Becca.
She said not toward.
I don't want to. No thanks.
The nays have it. Let's horse on.
Walking through,
The nays.
there's no further sign of the child. At least not from what you're able to find. But I would like everyone to make either a survival or a nature check, your choice.
I'll pick my spells and not be too... Okay, heals. $16 survival.
16,
11,
8,
11 nature.
9.
Because you smart boy now.
6.
Ow.
Oh, those are all very poor.
Yeah.
Mine was alright.
Yours is
What is?
close. You're right. 16 is
Mine was
pretty good.
16.
You don't see any further signs of the child. And as you get a little bit in, you find a small clearing that you notice has kind of an open area to some extent. There's a little bit of a wind here that seems to have picked up. And the rustling of the trees or the leaves and the branches is audible from all directions. But the air in the clearing that you find yourself standing in is strangely still. Then with a deafening clamor, the air trembles, with the crack of snapping branches and rending wood. Whole trees topple to the ground as entire trees are shoved aside by something enormous, something powerful, something angry. From all sides of the clearing, the trunks of several mighty trees step out from the surrounding forest like living creatures. Their branches clutch at the air, foul claws dripping blackened, rotted sap, and the patterns in their bark form gaping eyes and screaming maws. As they clamber towards you, you see the desiccated corpse of a small humanoid, perhaps an elven child, chained to the rotting bark of one at the edge of the clearing.
Oh my
Yikes.
gosh.
I would like for everybody...
Oh my.
At least the pictures aren't scary.
Yeah, it's a little bit bright, isn't it? To roll initiative, actually. And I know it's very,
Rev,
very
you
late,
have
but
advantage.
we'll get started.
Guys, you know what's cool?
Better.
I get to add my intelligence modifier to initiative rolls. It's pretty awesome.
Oh shit! I'm at the top of the order again, guys.
It's your favorite place to be. To be
Seven
fair, that's
I'm
where
not-
Gabe always wanted to be, was going last back in the day.
Yeah, I guess I'm just reacting.
19
Oh wait, I'm
for
sorry.
me.
I'm 15. I'm 15, not 16. 15 for Jack.
Hear her hacking up there. Ooh.
Oh, that's her?
Oh, can you hear her every now and then?
Yeah. Poor girl.
Yeah, she's barking like a seal currently. With everyone's rolls, you are actually all surprised for this first round.
Oh boy.
As these trees come moving towards you. And what they kind of end up doing is a handful of them just kind of move and generally surround you guys.
Oh, dope.
Nope.
I said dope.
Oh, dope. I see. I thought it was nope.
Nope.
Uh,
At 2.
And start moving in amongst the rest of them. These 4 trees that are nearby will make attacks against each person that they are adjacent to. In this case, 1 Bryn, 1 Myetharia, 1 Winry, and 1 Rev. So I'll just go clockwise around. Starting with Bryn, that is a 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Good roll.
Hang on, am I standing? I am not standing next to her. Never mind. Okay.
So I just threw you randomly on this map, I'm going to be honest with you.
It's fine. I'll go with what you did.
Bryn, 16 points of bludgeoning damage from that. Myetharia, that's a 19 to hit.
So just whack me with this branch.
Correct. It is slamming you with a branch, basically. You have no reactions, Myetharia. Does it hit or not?
Yeah, it hits.
10 points of bludgeoning damage for you.
Okay.
Winry, 14 is a miss, I'm sure.
Yup.
And Rev, 29.
Yeah.
Deals 21 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Rev. Yeah, you got the big one. The other thing that happens is the 3 trees that are a little bit more distant at this point, using their roots, fling rocks towards people as well. These rocks come sailing in at the nearest person, which would be Bryn, Myetharia, and Rev, respectively. So, Bryn, you first. 13, that's not going to hit. Myetharia, 27, that one is probably going to hit.
Yep.
25 points of bludgeoning damage. The rock slams in amongst the group. And the last one towards you, Rev, 25 to hit.
Hits, yeah.
Deals 24 points of bludgeoning damage. The rock comes sailing in and smashing in amongst you.
Jeez.
The good news is that was their surprise round. And the not so great news is they rolled quite well on initiative as well. But Myetharia, it would be your turn as the first one of your group to react.
In double digits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like this. Because I don't know whether we should or not fight them.
How are we gonna get away?
Yeah.
They're trees. Fuck 'em
Arcus!
off.
You got fire and slashing. They're trees.
I was wondering who was going to be the
I
first
know.
to mention Barkus. Thought it was going to be Ryan.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
just
I'll draw
so
my
it's
sword.
clear at this point also for everybody, you do have reactions now that the first round has ended. Because you have officially had a turn now at this point in time.
Oh, we were just surprised for
Yep.
that turn. The surprise.
If we would have followed the
drawing
girl, it would have
sword.
led us to the trees. So, the girl's on the trees.
Well, maybe we would have had the opportunity to talk to the kid.
Not be surprised.
Also, yeah. But hey, whatever. This works
It's gonna
too.
be a while.
Draw
I'm
your
gonna go-
sword, Myetharia.
I am just waiting for them to stop talking. Drawing my swords, I'm gonna use my bonus action to light them. I guess I'll start hitting this one closest to me. Don't like this, but you know, just start attacking trees. Sentient trees.
I should share this too for you guys.
Well, it shows my commitment. My first roll is a 1.
Nice.
Oh, fuck, man.
Second attack.
Thought you might get a kick out of
It's
that
rolling
the tree
off.
image.
I didn't pay for this.
No, I did. I actually did.
Second one to attack is a 23.
That does hit.
Myetharia, for someone who wants to always protect us, you're awful hesitant to attack something that directly attacked us.
We can talk our way out of this. Becca doesn't want to do this. Becca
Talk
thinks
to
we
a
can talk our way
tree?
out of it. They're sentient to some extent. They're moving.
All right.
That is. Let me see. What do I
Tree
have?
hugger.
I move, therefore I am.
That's a 14 slashing and 5 fire.
Well, the good news for you is the fire causes the tree to recoil and looks wildly displeased with being set aflame.
I don't like this
I don't
one
like
bit.
it.
It does not talk. In fact, this particular tree seems mute, but you can tell it doesn't like it as it tries to shake to put the fire out as you're slashing it. It's leaving these singed marks all along it.
Alrighty. Third attack. Oh, natural 20.
Hey, very nice.
Natural 1 earlier. Let me see. Remind me, do I get double fire damage on that too, since it is a part of the sword? Okay.
Right.
Alright, so it's another 14 slashing and 14 fire.
You doubled it yourself already?
Yes. Just
Okay.
doubled what I rolled.
So, and then 28 additional
This is
fire
the way.
damage. 42 points of damage on that slash. Very nice.
Damn.
This is the moment where I wish my fire breath could hit multiple targets.
They are pretty big.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess that's my turn. I don't feel like going anywhere. They're right here.
Fair.
It's also a dex. Treating kind of dex. This is the way.
On their turn, they will complete the surround. In fact, I'm going to make them move to fully encase you guys amongst the tree branches here. And one attack against everybody from the ones that are next to people. Jack, this includes you now.
Boo.
So we'll start. Bryn, as the first tree limb comes down towards you, 25 to hit,
Cheese and crackers, Justin.
dealing 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
At least you're consistent.
All right, that was exactly the same. Jack, natural 1. There you go, buddy.
Hey, I dodge it.
Myetharia, 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Winry, 29 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do my shield of the guardian for her since I'm 5 feet
Yeah, you get 10.
standing right next to her.
2x2 cubes.
2x2.
And that is
Roll with It's a rolls at disadvantage.
Do they have to become
Okay.
contiguous?
Second roll, 27 to hit.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
I tried to use that in the same time. It's been useless.
That is just wait. I just want to make sure I roll a second time for that. Correct? Not.
Roll a second time, and you take the lower of the two. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you roll until you don't hit.
No, I just want to make sure I didn't have to roll again with disadvantage.
Right,
That was a different terminology. Winry, 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And Rev, 20 to hit.
Gonna hit.
Dealing 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
I have time.
How low are you, Ryan? It's 320
I
plus.
am. Yeah, I'm looking really
Hurt.
Oh.
right now.
Well, there's also rocks coming flying in once more.
Oh no.
These are indiscriminate, and so I'm going to have some fun here by rolling some 10s to see which one of you they hit. First one, Winry, is coming towards you. 16 to hit.
Nope.
Second one, Myetharia, is coming after you.
Making it close by.
18 to hit.
4,
Yep, that just hits.
5, 6,
It deals.
7.
It deals. You don't love hearing that.
No, I don't.
14.
You're right. You get all of them 1. This is the way.
33 points of bludgeoning damage
What?
Oof.
For a rock?
for a rock.
Ouch.
And the last one is Jack coming after you. 25 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Last large rock comes flying in towards you, and it deals 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ugh,
Fuck.
those are worse.
Okay, can it be my turn now? I want to do my turn. I planned it.
Nope, it's Rev's turn. Rev,
Remember, we
you're
can't
surrounded
Ready.
by a large amount
we
of
can't keep
trees.
moving.
And say we can't.
Okay. Action surge is no action. Okay, I think I can do this. So, is it an action or a bonus action to haste? It's an action.
It should
says,
say on the tattoo.
yeah, it says action. So okay. Think about it. So if I haste, I have one extra action. Okay. All right. So I'm going to, even though I'm like, actually because I'm wounded, I'm like hunched over and like bleeding and like heaving really hard. Instead of like stomping my foot, I'm gonna like kind of smack my leg like out of frustration, and like that's gonna break the gate open, and the little strider is gonna start like whipping around, little roadrunner, whip around my leg. So I am currently hasted, and with that I'm going to attack one, and then action surge attack this guy, and then I'm going to use my movement. So let's go ahead and do my attacks here.
Yep.
So attack. And I know what y'all are thinking, that I should get that fire going, but there's only so much I can do. Okay, so that's 23
23 does hit.
hit, so... not 31 damage. 28 damage.
8 points of damage, and this is piercing damage, it appears, correct?
Yeah.
The sword? Grindel's
Yeah,
sword, right?
Yes.
Sword. Okay. You stab out with it, it sinks in, but the bark is tough, it's resistant, it is rugged, and so it does do some damage, but you are unable to pierce significantly into the tree.
No vital organs in a tree, after all. So then I will attack the other one. with the action surge.
Yep.
28 to hit.
Does hit.
All right, this one doesn't have sneak attack, I'm guessing, so it's just
Correct.
9. And
Similar
then
effect, though.
I do have the option, and I'm pretty confident because I'm a small boy, a small guy. I can
Little fella.
move through their squares, right?
Correct. In fact, any of you can actually
All
move
those
through
things.
their squares because they are 2 sizes bigger than you. You can do it as a small boy on large creatures. Everyone can do it on huge ones.
I see. Well, I'm just gonna say, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna scoot out of there. And in fact, I have double my movement, so I got.
Yeah, the map is
Yeah.
not gigantic, I will say that.
Let's see, so 30. I'm gonna scoot here, and as I do, I'm going to try to sort of disguise where I'm moving, juke and jive, and hide as I
Perfect.
do that. So,
Yeah, if you have bonus action at the end, absolutely make a stealth check.
yes, I have the bonus action.
The undergrowth is
Um,
dense enough that it is not too hard for you to try to hide within.
Okay, 23.
Perfect. As far as you can tell, it seems like you've lost their line of sight.
Cool. It's my turn.
Jack, let's get through the first round here.
Yes,
Please.
Steve.
Yep. Bryn is going to demand that.
Let's get to see
okay.
the first time Wizard Jack gets in action
Yep.
here.
Steal my thunder.
I am going to.
How do you cast spells now?
Well, yeah. We'll talk.
Well,
Really well. I am going to, with Parallax in my hand, I'm going to pull it back like I'm charging up for a jab. I'm going to reach back and tap my tattoo and Misty Step over here. How tall is that rock?
I'm gonna be honest, I made up this map. So
Okay. How tall is that map, or the rock that you made up on that map?
we'll say it is 3 feet tall.
Oh, is
Do
that
you
gonna
want it
be
to be
partial
really
cover?
tall? 5 feet tall.
All right, that's what I was looking for. And as I appear,
It is exactly
on-
as tall as you want it to be.
Oh.
I'm 5'9", so I want it to be like 5'8", so just a little tippy top of my head sticking on the top.
Perfect.
And as I land, I thrust Parallax forward, and I'm gonna shoot a lightning bolt, and in a straight line from me,
Very
hit
nice.
these
Cool.
3 trees.
Excellent.
They
Line
all-
'em up.
They all have to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, they're very dexterous as trees. Let me tell you what.
My
Oh, I'm so
question
excited.
is,
It's gonna
I got 2 things with it. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
One thing is less cool. Are they resistant to lightning because they're grounded? Pokemon rules?
So no, in fact, they are not. You'll find out here very shortly. The highest of the 3 rolls was a 14. I think they
Right.
all fail.
All fail. Great, listen to this.
Mine are
Good.
D10s. Don't
Pleasant
take them all.
amount of jingling.
Pretty.
Don't take them all out.
Oh wait, I gotta take one out. Sorry, take one of the red ones out.
Do
Gotta roll my
take
new
them
blue
all
one
out.
out. Oh, they went everywhere. Holy shit.
You had this one. There's one on the floor.
That's a 6.
Oh, you rolled like shit.
Oh, I really did. Oh man. All right, let's see.
This is lightning,
I
right?
hate watching him add math because he doesn't look for like 5s or 10s. He's just like,
Oh,
What are
I
you talking
do.
about?
I-
What am
I
I
do
doing
too.
right now?
Oh,
100%.
that's wow.
10, 10. That was a 1. 21 points of damage to each of them.
Are
But-
you remembering your parallax benefit
I'm not.
on
Thank
lightning
you.
spells?
And it's a 3rd level spell, so I can reroll 3 of them. Right?
those 3
Is
ones.
that what we decided?
If you'd like to, yes. You can roll up to.
Much
Wow.
better. What is that? 8, 11. So, oh boy.
Yeah,
So
adding
now
10s. He just said 8,
that's
11.
shit. It totally threw everything off.
Redo the
Let's
math.
see. That's 10. I'll tell you what the number is, but they all take this damage, and all 3 of them are ignited in fire.
Ooh, cool.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. That's 8. Oh boy. That's 11.
Unless there's some specific
Plus
amount of
8,
damage that it deals, I'm going to say it deals a d6 at the start of their turn.
Do this right? That was 22 plus 8 is 29. 29 points of damage. That's much
22
better.
plus 8 is 30.
Yeah.
Hang on. That's
Stop.
11.
Just let me do it.
Don't smack my hand away.
Okay. So
I feel like we should let Rob just like shake the dice in his hands and then click a button that rolls
Yeah.
10d6.
No.
So that's 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Oh, 29
points
was
of
right.
damage.
How about that? I think I did the math exactly right.
You said it wrong, though, because you did say 22 plus 8.
Anyway, 29 points of damage to each of them, and I will
It's
also
recorded.
give them the wonderful status effect of the meteor, because that's
Un
the closest
fuego.
I got to En Fuego.
You know who mediates those recordings?
Ooh, mediate.
Deleted.
Snap.
Anything else on your turn, Jack?
No, I think it's
yes,
pretty,
there is
pretty
one more
set.
thing on your turn. You take 1 point of fire damage for your teleport.
Ah, haha.
That's what you rolled?
Yep.
Okay, but I take nothing because I still have armor that's resistant to fire damage.
Nice. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Winry. Be your turn next.
I'm gonna stay right here, and I'm gonna attack the same one that Myetharia did, which I think is this
Okay.
one right here.
Yep, Myetharia did hit the one on the right.
14, 25 to hit
Does hit.
is 13 bludgeoning damage and 5 cold damage.
Okay. The cold damage, perfectly effective. The bludgeoning, the outside bark of these trees is
Hurts
thick
really
and
bad.
resistant, similar to the piercing that Rev attempted. It does
Mhm.
seem to have less effect.
Question.
That's the only thing I can
Because the tree is on fire, do her fists light on fire?
So
wrappings?
for her wrappings, she has to take fire damage, I
Yeah.
believe.
Okay,
in
I
order
was
for
won-
her
I was
to
wondering
light
if it was- Okay.
Good thought, though.
Now, I've always
Also,
wondered
she's not
that if I
actually
like.
punching one that is on fire either.
Yeah,
She's
I
punching the
can't
one
light
next to
them
you.
on. Yeah, I can't light them on fire
Oh,
myself.
okay.
Yeah.
I've been genuinely curious for a while that if I use my swords, if I could light her fists up. So that just answers that question.
Yes, you could if you slashed her with it.
If I
Okay.
if I hit her.
Honestly, I would allow you to do it if you wanted to allow her or like give her the 2d6 fire damage only, as though you are burning her hands to light them on
Oh.
fire. I'd probably be fine with
Huh.
that without you needing to slash her first.
Might be worth it someday.
So I love that. I think that's
Someday.
really cool.
If we think about it ahead of time.
Yeah, ahead of time.
It's like she's one of those in your car. Remember when in your car you used to have the little lighters? You push them down. and
Oh,
then
the
they
cigarette
pop up.
lighter.
Yeah, cigarette lighter.
I will
Wow.
continue to punch that tree. 19 to hit.
19 does hit. I got a comment for you as well. You have a certain feature that allows you to do whatever type of damage you want.
I
with
know,
your
but I didn't
fists.
think of it at the beginning of the day.
That's only for the special damage, right? The
They were both
bludgeoning
at the
thing, I think
beginning
that
of
you
the
can
day.
choose which one you want to do.
Oh, instead of bludgeoning?
Mutable strike. When you use martial arts to make an unarmed strike, you can choose whether you inflict slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing with the attack.
Whenever before you hit.
When you roll damage, you can choose which of those 3 types of damage you want to deal.
Slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning.
So I'd want to do
Isn't-
slash.
I would imagine
Slashing.
slashing.
Well, I didn't say anything to Myetharia about her slashing swords as doing less damage.
Hey, we'll try to do slashing here. 15 damage.
Very nice, 15 points of damage.
One
Nice.
more.
Turns out slashing like an axe at a tree
not
is the
good.
correct weaponry.
Yep.
15 to hit.
15 does not hit, actually. This particular blow does bounce off the bark.
Yes.
Does bark off the bounce. Anything else, Winry, on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. And then Bryn, you've had it planned the whole time. Everyone's excited. What is the move?
So I reach my hands up, and then I bring
boy.
them down as fast as I can, and pulling down out of the air a firestorm.
Ooh. Going
So-
big time.
She's going no
Oh,
on these
yeah.
guys.
So we've got, let me do where's the line thing? This?
That.
Okay. So we've got
So you,
10
start with
contiguous
that guy.
stairs, so that's 1.
So before she goes, it's 10 10-foot cubes. They have
Correct.
to be contiguous.
Mhm.
So we want to do,
Yeah, I remember having to map
One.
this many times.
Yep.
so that's 1.
One.
Change your thing to snap to corner for me, would you?
What's that? I don't know.
Oh boy, the thing disappeared too. Why haven't they fixed that?
Okay.
So first one's like this. I'm taking it. Yeah. 10.
Towards the, there.
Yes.
Towards
yes.
this tree.
Please.
So here, 1.
Well, it's a 10-foot cube, so yes, like that. Someone's
so
gonna
I
map
was,
them
I
off
thought
for
it
me.
was, I thought it was
here.
a 2
I
by
gotcha.
2.
I gotcha. Oh, I don't have permission to touch him.
This is somebody else's.
Oh, Brian.
All
That would be
right.
helpful.
Yeah, I know. It's just getting to be a lot of them.
Right here.
I thought they were 2 by 2. I guess I
They
was
are.
doing 2
They
by
are
2
2
wrong.
by 2. Okay. So
2 by
that's
2 in the
one.
corners. Yep,
Why am I not able to select it now?
I can. Don't worry about it.
There
I
we
got
go.
it.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Then
I'm
just
going
copy
around
it
the
and paste it
circle.
around.
Wow.
Oh my fuck. I can't select it.
Oh my.
All right, don't worry about it. I got it.
I was going around the circle, and then I think I have enough to go out to 2 of the other ones.
So the next one's like here, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Next one, like here.
Yep.
Next one, 3. Oh, too close. 4.
Yep.
We'll do that. That seems fine. They're not actually in the middle of the squares because you didn't make them the full size. That's fine. 5.
Oh, you're right. I didn't.
You go ahead and roll damage while I'm doing this. Go. 6. We'll go this way. That's probably the smart way, isn't it? 6. 7. Can you get to 2 of them?
Maybe go to the one on the top right instead.
That's true. This was one of the ends also. 8,
Yeah.
9.
Yep. Damn.
Done.
You hit everybody but one.
Wow.
Perfect. Look at that nice winding road that goes around the 3 people in the middle, cutting off Jack from the party, Jack and Rev from the rest of the party for a brief moment as these meteors fall from the sky through the foliage above and just smash down into these trees. 4.
So it's, well, they're deck saves.
Oh boy, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
I have 7 of these
No,
to
just make it simple. Just make it simple
It's
and fail on all of
19.
them. Okay.
Yeah, just say they all fail.
We'll have to roll a natural 20, so it'll be very quick. Oh, 1 succeeds.
He rolled the natural 20.
I rolled 120 on 6 dice, and it was the 6th one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be this guy here. The one on the left of the party is the one that succeeds and will take half damage, which will still be very bad.
So it's, the total is 38 fire damage.
Poof.
Oh boy.
So 76 points of damage to most of them.
Oh,
Totally worth a 7th level spell.
This one is dead.
oh, nice.
Oh, a lot of these are not doing good. This one takes half damage. So this one was, what did you say,
38.
76, so 38. Yes. After doubling and then halving. Yep. And 76 here. There's a lot of fire on these trees. One of them collapses down into just a pile of burning branches and sticks and leaves onto the ground. This area that it is in currently now becomes difficult terrain over here as the desiccated corpse of this tree monster lingers there. I'm going to try to clear off as many of these squares as I can a minute now.
You should be able to just click clear drawings, can you?
Probably.
Oh,
I'll
it's
do it
not
in a
there
little bit.
anymore.
Oh, I can. You guys can't.
Oh,
apparently.
maybe it's a DM thing.
Yep.
Smart.
That was awesome.
Yeah, well
And
done.
the trees that even do remain, the ones that you hit at least, all of
Are all
them
on fire.
are on fire and terrified and unhappy and flailing two-man maneuvers that these things are making.
Which one has the chain child?
It's up here, I
Yeah.
think. You can kind of see it.
So it's technically on the three that are on
Technically.
the outside.
Oh.
Yeah. As those
The
three haven't
one-
moved.
Yes, that's true. You can see it on all three of them. Similar looking children.
Me gusta. I'm going to do my. Is mine a bonus action? What is my Misty
It
Step? Yeah,
probably
that's
is.
why I did it. I'm gonna do my Misty Step, and how far did I don't even? I've used it once.
I think it's 60
30.
feet.
Oh, I don't even have this spell on my thing.
It is 30
30
feet.
feet.
You're right.
30 feet.
Mhm.
I'll go. Oh, I don't like that.
While you're deciding, I love when clerics go from healing word, cure wounds, bop you with spiritual weapon to just calling down the fire of God.
I'll just Misty Step
Immolate
out
your
that way.
enemies.
You do take 6 points of fire damage on your teleport.
Ooh, ouchie.
You get a little singed there. And I
Okay.
know you're doing lots of mapping over there, Rebecca.
I'm just thinking, okay? I know we're
But
dying.
you can save it for next time, as these trees. We'll see what becomes of them in the future here. But that will be the end of things for tonight, as the crows caw in the background. And we will pick this up next time.